Welcome, fans, to another exciting edition of WCW Saturday Night. With me tonight, as always, Bobby the Brain Heenan, as we get set for live action. Tonight, you will see Fire and Ice in tag action. Lord Steven Regal, Ric Flair, and Arn Anderson, and Sting facing Meng of the Faces of Fear in our main event feature match. Let's send it up to David Penzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our first event of the evening. Making his way to the ring representing the Blue Bloods, and accompanied by Squire David Taylor and Lord Steven Regal from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 232 pounds, Earl Robert Eaton.
The Earl of Eaton himself here tonight to represent the Blue Blood. Brain, notice the look of disgust on the face of one Lord Steven Regal as he engages with the fans here at ringside.
Regal thinks he is above these common people, and he is, let's just admit it.
Will you stop that?
And his opponent, representing the Southern Boys from Marietta, Georgia, weighing in at 224 pounds, Steve Armstrong.
He's taking on Steve Armstrong of the Southern Boys tonight in our opening contest on WCW Saturday Night. Of course, Steve, one of the members of the great Armstrong family. His father, Bullet Bob Armstrong, is a legend in the East Tennessee and Georgia regions, not to mention his brother, Brad Armstrong, who has made a name for himself here in WCW as one of the most athletic and talented wrestlers the sport has ever seen.
The Armstrong family is synonymous with professional wrestling, but I am putting my money on the Earl of Eaton tonight, Tony.
Well, Earl Robert Eaton set for action against Steve Armstrong here in our opening contest on WCW Saturday Night. Here they go. Ooh, big right hand right off the bat by the Earl of Eaton. Earl Robert Eaton with a big neck breaker. Cover one, big kick out by Steve Armstrong.
Well, you know, Tony, I can't go against Earl Robert right here in this matchup. You know, he's got Lord Steven Regal and the Squire Dave Taylor out here at ringside. I think all the odds are in Robert's favor.
Well, Brain, I can't disagree with you on that one. Earl Robert Eaton, of course, is a very experienced wrestler as he hits another neck breaker there on Steve Armstrong. Look at the arrogance now voted on display by the Earl of Eaton right there back up on their feet now. There's a big shot to the midsection, big snap suplex, and then goes Steve Armstrong. Look at the brashness. Look at the arrogance, Brain, on the face of the Earl of Eaton.
I think that the Lord Steven Regal has instilled a new sense of confidence, a new sense of being an Earl Robert Eaton.
Locked up now by these two men here. Fans, we want to remind you of our upcoming WCW Monday Nitro, coming to you live from Huntington, Alabama. This coming Monday, tickets on sale at the Huntington box office right now. Another neck breaker there by Mr. Eaton, and down goes Steve Armstrong. He's bringing him back up to his feet now. Big shot right across the chest. Steve Armstrong with a reversal right to the midsection of Earl Robert Eaton. He's taking him over now, leaning him up against the rope. Steve Armstrong, ooh, big shot to the back. Big shot again right across the bridge of the back. Go behind now. He's going to send Eaton for the ride. Big back body drop there by Steve Armstrong. Steve is trying to get some offense going in this matchup. Here's a shot to the knee.
Well, you know, Tony, I may not always agree with the mannerisms of your lordship.
Oh, what is this? What is this? Brain, look at Squire David Taylor.
Oh, that's brilliant, Tony. He took that top turnbuckle right off.
Now, Squire Dave Taylor being admonished by our referee, Randy Anderson, out on the outside, referee on the outside as Steve Armstrong goes to work on Earl Robert. And now Randy Anderson will get back inside the ring. Steve Armstrong trying to mount some offense here, but the Earl moves out of the way of that attempted neck breaker. From behind, early punch right across the bridge of the nose on that one. And now going right to the legs of Steve Armstrong, being in security. Kicked by the Armstrong right there. And he tries to get going in this one, but...
Yeah, you know, Tony, I might not agree with the mannerisms of your lordship, Steven Regal, but you can't argue with the effectiveness of these men here, the Blue Bloods.
I have to agree with you on that one, Brain. The Earl of Eaton hits a nice kick right there. Steve Armstrong down on the apron. Look out. Oh, big shot. Down goes Steve Armstrong out on the floor. And even down goes Squire Dave Taylor off of that one. Your lordship, Steven Regal, bringing Steve Armstrong back into the ring. Big elbow drop there by the Earl of Eaton. Big shot once again right there. Scoop slam there by Steve Armstrong. Fans, we want to, whoa, there's a roll-up by. Here's Earl Robert. Need another roll-up. One count and a kick out by Steve Armstrong. Back and forth now. These two go Steve Armstrong. Roll up from behind. Here's a cover kick out at one by the Earl of Eaton. Back up to their feet. These two go another lockup. Steve Armstrong sending Eaton for the ride. Oh, big collision there between Eaton and referee Randy Anderson, but it's Eaton is right back on top of things, right back to the midsection of Steve Armstrong. Brain, you know, Earl Robert need, and I think this is game playing there. He's still a big power bomb right there.
He just got to stay aggressive. Look at him. See, he can't take his eye off the ball here, though, Tony. He's got to stay on it, got to stay on top of things.
What a shot that was. Down to go Steve Armstrong. Well, Earl Robert Eaton having his way with Steve Armstrong here on WCW Saturday night. This is just the beginning of all of our exciting matchups tonight as we prepare to give you a night of exciting wrestling action. We have Fire Night later on in tonight's program, not to mention that our main event feature match between Sting and Ming tonight here as we have an armbar applied by Earl Robert Eaton to Steve Armstrong. He's putting a lot of pressure on that upper arm, that bicep area of Armstrong. Armstrong will get out of it and deliver a blow to the back of Eaton. Eaton rolling out to the outside. Look at this. Look at Squire Dave Taylor getting back up on the apron and taking that turn. Buckle down. Brain.
Yeah, this is just brilliant teamwork as the Blue Bloods use the distraction to take the advantage.
And there goes Armstrong right into the exposed corner of the ring. Now Eaton going up top. What is he thinking here? Eaton big splash. Fans want to take this moment to remind you of her upcoming WCW pay-per-view event in Lafayette, Louisiana at the Civic Center. Slamboree, of course, the main event of that pay-per-view is going to be the Giant defending his WCW World Heavyweight Championship against Lex Luger. Down goes Steve Armstrong. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Earl Robert and Eaton with a big win here on WCW Saturday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Earl Robert Eaton.